Hi, everybody, and welcome to Off Book. I'm Katie,
I'm Elise.
and today we are joined by Jen. Hi, Jen.
Hi, guys. Hi, Katie. Hi, Elise.
Please introduce yourself.
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we have a mutual friend who's an icon. Listeners of the pod might know her. Bryanna, shout
Yep.
out.
Yep. The original.
Woot, woot. Yeah. Um, I'm a stand-up and actor, so I have that going on, unfortunately. Um, in terms of reading, I can read.
Nice.
And I have a Kindle Paperwhite, so that is what I'm using.
Okay.
Mhm. We're using Libby, and it's all library books.
Oh.
We have
Okay.
a constant
them.
stream of holds, and
Mhm.
I do that delicate dance of airplane mode so that
Okay.
I basically do batches. Yes. Okay, sorry, I'm getting really
Wow.
detailed.
No,
This is something that I talk about all the time because I want to
Okay.
be a Libby reader, but I'm simply too
Mm.
impatient, and people try to
Yeah.
give me tips and things, and I'm just like, I get. So
Yep.
please tell me more. Please tell me more.
Yeah, so you can't read anything popular on there when you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah,
Yes.
so
Well, that's what I've
you're
gathered.
digging through the archives, but they have like a tag, like a category of book called Skip the Line, and it's books that are relatively popular where there's no wait, so sometimes that's a cute thing to do.
Okay. I say I didn't know that existed.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm a pretty boring reader in that I enjoy creative nonfiction. What do I mean by that?
Oh.
I mean a memoir, honey. I
Okay.
mean
Okay.
especially a memoir with a literary bent.
Okay.
Okay? I fucking love a memoir. I love a novel. I know that's really broad, but literally a novel. Um
Love
like I don't know how else to say it.
what I'm hearing is that
Um
you love fiction, you love nonfiction. You love like you love to read.
well, we'll drill into this. I'm
Yes.
not a fantasy person.
Okay.
I'm
Oh.
not a romance person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Keep that in mind, readers.
Yep.
But yeah, I got immediately who is the Vogue editor or who's a reporter who had a relationship with RFK Jr. Olivia.
Wow, specific.
Oh.
This was like a whole thing. Her memoir came
He's Oh
out.
my god, I do know who you're talking about. What's her face?
Yeah.
She's blonde.
Olivia Nuzzi.
She's
Olivia
Yes.
Nuzzi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, yep, yep.
Or
Yep.
Newsy, I don't know how you pronounce it, but for
Mhm.
example, I was really locked and loaded on um that being available on Libby. So like I clicked to like notify me when the title was available. And so the second it dropped, I got a notification and
Yeah.
I got to read it the day it came out.
Oh.
Oh, all right. So yeah, that was you were waiting. You were first
Yeah.
in line,
Yeah,
basically. Or at least
exactly.
Yeah.
like you were getting concert tickets. So this actually
Mhm.
like basically you have to be on top of it like you're on top of a pre-sale code to
Yeah.
get concert tickets.
But it's not even because you can't even see where you are before the book comes out. You don't know how many people have clicked notify me when this is
Yeah.
available at the library. Like when it's even in the catalog. It's separate from like the waiting list once
Yeah.
it's in the
Yeah.
catalog.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
too tough for me. I don't have that
Yeah.
type of restraint, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's not
But
even
I
that, but like for example, I'm never going to be the person who gets the friends tickets to the concert. That's like not a skill of mine. Like I'm
no.
going to miss the day that you needed to log on to get the pre-sale code. And then it's going to be like, "Oh, you got to log on at 8." And I'm going to be like 8:02 and it's too late. Like I'm not the person there at like 7:58 like refreshing to make sure.
No.
Luckily, we have friends who do that for us. Like every friend group needs one of those people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
But it's
They
think
not
do.
us.
it's not us. And I think those people are great. I think those people are the ones who are great at Libby.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's such a
What
good
can I
point.
say? What can I
Yeah.
say? Virgos.
I know. And I said I'm a Virgo rising, and so I want to be good at Libby. I want that rising sign to come in, but the Aquarius sun kills it every time. Gets me every
Kills it
time.
every time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm also an Aquarius sun. That's funny.
Oh, when's your
Oh, when's your
birthday?
birthday?
Oh wait. Shit. What's the main one?
Yeah,
What's
the
the
sun.
main one?
The sun.
Oh, I'm wrong. I'm
Okay.
wrong. I'm wrong.
You're a moon, an Aquarius moon, maybe?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
That's right.
I'm
I
a
was gonna say
Virgo
'cause
sun.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, my birthday's on Monday, so we would
Yeah.
have been real if you were Aquarius, we
Oh,
would have been real birthday friends.
happy early birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. What about when you were younger? Did you have any books that you liked to read when you were a kid or, like, in elementary school? Like, was that where, like, the memoirs and things came in, or were you a little bit more,
I'm like 7 years old reading memoirs.
Who
Yeah.
knows? I remember I read a couple of memoirs when I was, like, in middle school, and I felt like the smartest person in the world. It was
Oh my God.
definitely, Michael J. Fox's memoir. I read it, and I'm a genius.
Wow,
He's
Elise. I don't even think I
yeah,
knew that.
I did. I remember mommy gave it to me. She read it. She's like,
Wow.
"This is great," and I was definitely, like, in middle school. So,
That is so I would love to know what the first memoir I ever read was, but I have no idea what it was. So I don't have memories of reading them that young. The first the first book I could read was a book about making pizza, and I feel like that kind of explains my personality pretty well.
I love that.
Okay. But middle school, elementary, I loved The Pirates Past Noon.
I know that one.
I
Wait,
don't know that.
Let's
wait,
see.
wait. I'm getting the series
Okay, let's
wrong. You'll know
Ooh.
it.
yeah.
All right, let's see.
Mary Pope Osborne, Magic Treehouse.
Oh
Oh,
my god,
okay.
yes, Magic
Yes.
Treehouse. Okay,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like somebody
These is
else
like
said
a
that
lot of the
too.
people we talk to. This is like a lot
Yes.
of their first, like, series, like, their
Yeah.
first, like, chapter book series.
Okay, that's
Yep.
yeah, those I fucked with those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys read them?
Yeah. I think the Magic Treehouse I think I was a little bit too old to get into the Magic
Mm,
Treehouse, like, from the beginning. Like, I was doing more Nancy Drew. Although those were obviously, like,
cool.
some of them are written in, like, the '60s, but, like, still, like, the newer versions or, like, Sweet Valley High,
My God,
The
yeah.
Babysitter's Club.
Mm,
I
mhm.
think that's why. Let's see when the Magic Treehouse, like, was first
First book,
published. Let's see.
Dinosaurs Before Dark, published in 1992.
Okay. So, a little bit too old, but not really. I take that back. 1992,
No.
that would have been prime. I would have been, yeah, I would have been like 7
Yeah.
years old. So, no. I think I just missed it. I was just sitting
What
there.
if what if that was like a reveal that I was like 25
Yeah.
reading the book?
We're like, wow, wow. Yeah.
Wow, wow. Yeah. No.
You mentioned Babysitters Club.
Mhm.
As I was a little, I say, jockette as a
Oh,
young
okay.
lass.
Mhm. I like that.
I'm gay. Like all I did was play sports, and until a certain age, all of my best friends were boys. So I read Matt Christopher, uh, that series. Do you not even know what that
No,
is?
I don't know what that is, Matt
That
Christopher.
was
Not.
basically like the competitor for boys to the Babysitters Club.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. No, hold
I
on.
gotta make sure I gotta make sure I have the name right. Matt
Yeah.
Christopher.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
Matt Christopher books.
the lucky
Yeah.
baseball bat.
Yep.
Some of these covers feel very reminiscent. Like,
Yeah.
they were right next to the Babysitter's Club, like, in the school library
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh my
oh my
gosh,
god,
wait.
so
These are so adorable. Return of the Home Run Kid.
Yep.
No. No, as I can say, I am so bad at sports that
Mm,
it's you don't want me on your team at all.
mm,
So
mhm.
I would not gravitate towards that.
no. Katie played soccer with me. She wanted to be on my team. She would only play
Only.
soccer if she was on my team, but she's
Yes.
a little bit younger than me.
Sad.
So, like,
Sad.
my mom convinced him to put her on my team. And I was never like a great soccer player, but I was taking it seriously,
Yeah.
Even in elementary school, I was here to be the best I could be on the soccer field, and Katie was just doing cartwheels and, like, picking
Mm,
flowers, like, at being defense
mm,
until one time she got kicked in the face because she was doing a cartwheel while somebody was running towards her and the kick,
Yeah.
and she got kicked in the face, and that was it. And that was the end
mm.
of
Yep.
Katie's soccer career.
Character building. Character
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. Our parents were like, yeah, I think let's try something else.
Yeah.
Let's put her
And
in
what did you
ballet."
try instead? Ballet.
I went to
Well,
ballet.
that's like a sport.
It's like a sport. I did gymnastics, but
Mhm.
I didn't stick. I didn't stick with anything too long.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. It's for you're better off, less CTE, you
Yeah, yeah.
know.
Definitely less CTE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no risk of that here. Mm-mm.
No.
Nope, that's for sure.
No
Good.
repetitive head injuries on this girl.
Good. Good. Like, yeah, I got a well, maybe it's an oxymoron. A pretty minor spine surgery 2 years ago, but still spine surgery as a
Whoa.
result of, just long-term damage from, I played Division 3 college ice hockey. And it's like, for
Oh.
what? I played Division 3 women's hockey? Like, for what? To get back surgery? Like, what's the point? What's the point?
That's
You
oh
know?
my
Yeah.
god. Hockey.
Hockey? Like, that's like a like
Hockey is having a moment. This is where I tell everyone that me and my friend May, who were real life middle school hockey club travel team teammates, who's a fellow stand up, have written a pilot about
Yes.
a girls' youth hockey team, a comedy. Okay. And we really want to get it made. So all of the Hollywood executives listening.
listening to this podcast right now.
Hockey's having a moment. Women's sports is having a moment.
Yes.
And we played hockey before it was cool. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. Let's get this show made.
Yeah, like I mean, women's hockey right now in the Olympics doing great. The U.S. women's hockey also having a bit of a. I mean, we're caring at least more about it than we usually do as a nation.
Oh my
But
god, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I'm going next week to the gold medal game. So
oh,
hopefully
that's so.
it'll be US Canada,
Oh my god, because Melissa's been there for like how long is she there for?
like a month. It's insane. Yeah.
It's
Oh
I
insane
my
that
I
they sent
god.
forget
her.
I forget what she looks like. Melissa is my loving partner.
That's amazing. But I mean, you get to go to the Olympics. Like that's
Yes.
insane.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah, I'm
amazing.
excited. I'm very
Oh,
excited.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Okay.
so
It's
all right.
insane.
What is the first book that you feel like hooked you into a specific genre? So whether that's a
Shit.
novel or a memoir, what's a standout book that you're like, if I could read this forever, I would?
Read forever. Wow. I am not someone that reads or watches anything twice.
I same. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
hard to answer. I'm trying to think of like what's emblematic.
Or maybe like, what would you, if somebody was like, man, I really want to start reading memoirs. What would you tell them to read first? What was like
Oh,
that way, maybe?
okay. The Glass Castle comes to mind, but I feel like
Ooh,
everyone read that.
I don't know.
okay.
That's kind of news to me. I'll be like, hold on a second. I'm looking it up.
You'll
I'm
like
not
know
like
the
I want to be a memoir person. Like I haven't read as many as it's like literally like one of my goals for this year and I haven't done it a single one.
Oh, okay. So I should send you some stuff. I'm like
Yeah.
scanning through my Libby right now. The Glass Castle comes to mind. Yeah, that was I remember being pretty gagged by that book. It was just like about um a woman's upbringing in a complex family dynamic. Her parents were really unstable. Um and I think for me, why I was so into it was a mix of, okay, this is written well. Like, it's
Mhm.
not just an autobiography that just
Yeah.
lists the facts. It's not like when a Soul Cycle instructor drops a memoir or a Real
Yeah.
Housewife, though I do read those.
Yeah.
Um, uh, between that and also her lived experience was so different from mine as like someone from a very stable family in a suburb in Boston, so it was like a world that I
Mhm.
was new to me. And then knowing it was real kind
Yeah.
of blew my mind.
Yeah.
That comes to mind. Oh, I had an amazing high school English teacher mentor, and I think anything I read with her had a big impact, but A Prayer for Owen Meany by John Irving. Oh, no
Oh, wait.
Wow.
way.
Wait,
Okay.
no, I think wait, hold on. Wow. I mean, no, no, no. This is all new. We're
I
talking
love this. We're getting
yeah.
wrecked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a highly, highly New England book. So
Yeah.
Okay.
that I wonder if Brianna's read it. That would be
No wonder.
interesting.
I mean,
Ooh.
John Irving, I know, and I've definitely read some in high school and in college, but not this one.
Yeah, wait, am I wrong?
No,
No, no, no, no.
This
I looked
you're
at it.
right.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. No, I looked at it too because I sometimes I have read a book and I don't really know until I look at the cover. So sometimes I have to
Yeah,
Google it so I can try to
totally.
remember, but no, I haven't.
Yeah, that was a big one because it was it's a novel set in New Hampshire, and the narrator was very cheeky.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
the John Irving is not this, but he was. I don't know. He was sort of like a little bit of a sassy gay sense of
Yeah,
humor, even though the author's not that is not his vibe at all. But
yeah,
that was interesting to me. And
yeah,
I think I'm maybe an egomaniac in that I love reading, watching anything about a place I know. So like New
Yeah.
York City or New
Yeah.
England. Yeah.
My gosh, I
love that
love
too.
that.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Yeah, so yeah, Cider House Rules and The World According to
Oh,
Garp, those
okay,
are, like,
yeah.
his big ones, and those I remember, again, I had to look wish I remembered them off the top of my head, had to look them up. I'm hearing you're a fan of literary fiction, is what I think
Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting,
yeah, yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah, we've
Yeah,
uncovered.
yeah, yeah. That's so tell me then, why don't you like fantasy or romance?
I get what I want to say is it's hard to picture, but
Yeah.
that's why people read it.
Yeah.
I mean, I read Harry Potter because it was
Mhm.
Okay.
sort of monoculture and was all about that. Obviously, super embarrassing what that author has become in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
present day. But yeah, I guess I did enjoy the world building of that. But yeah, I can't. I definitely associate fantasy with like wizards and warlocks
Yeah.
Mhm.
and stuff, and that's just I don't know. I'm not interested in it. I can't articulate why.
No.
Um, yeah,
My very
Interesting.
best friend really doesn't like fantasy, and her answer
yeah.
always is, "It's not real." And I'm like, "Well, you're reading novels and those aren't real either." She's like, "No, but those are
Right.
really not real."
Yeah.
And that's true. I think it's sometimes to get into, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brianna did tell us that you did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I have to imagine it was, again, maybe because of the not quite monoculture Harry Potter of it all, but it's pretty close in today's day and
Yeah.
age if you're a person on the internet. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
what
Please.
made you read it? Was it just to sort of,
Yes.
like, be part of the be part of the convo?
Brianna really sold it. She
Okay.
really sold it. She's like, the world building's unbelievable. It has the blah 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 of this, the blah 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 of this.
Yeah.
It also shout out. I went to Hamilton College, where
Okay.
Sarah J. Maas went to
Mm.
college. So I read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I really did not get it. So let me, and by get it, I mean understand what was going on. Here, I want to dive into my summary of
Please
A
Okay.
do.
Court of Thorn and
Yes.
Roses, and let it be a conversation. When you have questions, ask them. When I'm
Mhm.
inaccurate, tell me. But
Okay.
from my POV,
Okay.
this is
This
the
is
plot.
Okay.
unbelievable. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a hot woman, and her name's Fire. Her
Yeah.
name's literally Fire.
Yeah.
So, um, she goes hunting for werewolves one day.
Mhm.
Oh, and
Mhm.
Sarah, not Sarah, Fire, she's a poor.
Yeah.
She's like Disney,
Yeah.
fucked up depiction. She's wearing rags. They're
Yeah,
like
Absolutely.
brown.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Her whole family hates her. I don't really get why. Maybe because she's hot,
Yeah.
right?
she's the
Happens.
only one who can pull off the brown poor people clothes.
Yep.
They're pretty
Yes,
mad
yes,
about it.
Those rags, man. She's looking hot in them rags.
yes, yes. All right, so she's out hunting, and she sees a werewolf, and she kills that werewolf. Turns out that werewolf is a fairy. And a fairy is not what you think. It's not Tinkerbell.
No.
No.
No. And
Tell
he's
us.
like, bitch, you tried to fucking kill me? A
Yeah.
fairy? Mm-mm-mm. And he takes her to this other side, this like through this invisible wall to this other
Mhm.
kingdom, and it's the land of the fairies.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I said they're not Tinkerbells, but they have wings. They have vestigial wings, and they are
Yeah.
so gross sounding. The veins, I hated how
Gross.
she wrote about those wings. They gross me the fuck out.
The veins.
So I'll stop. I'll stop.
Yep.
I don't want to just monologue. Any
No,
any
no, no.
questions? Okay.
No,
Yep.
no, keep going, because
Keep going.
I'm
So
really enjoying this retelling.
okay, good. So it turns out the werewolf is like a king or something.
Mhm.
And um he kind of morphs to less wolfy back in his castle, but he tells this woman like you can't fuck with fairies, you fucked with the fairy. you're stuck in this castle. So
Yep.
she's locked up in a tower.
Yep.
It's Beauty and the Beast like vibes.
Yes, very, very.
Yep.
Okay, there is a wind that's really dangerous called a Blythe,
Oh,
and it's a wind.
I
okay.
And
actually
that wind is fucking up the continent of fairies.
I think
I
okay.
forgot about that, honestly, though. I
No.
forgot about that, Blythe.
I don't know if it was a win so much as possibly a spell, but still, it was definitely rolling over it and
No.
fucking it up.
I
So that
actually
is
couldn't
true.
I couldn't tell you what it was either.
I
Yes.
believe it was a spell. I
Yes.
believe it was a
So-
spell, but yeah.
Okay.
That right there is why fantasy doesn't click with me. I was like, what?
Like,
Could you be a little more descriptive?
I see, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Obviously, it worked, and I'm in the minority. But there's this wind; it's really dangerous, and the werewolf wants to keep the woman named Fire away from it. Now, I would love to know why Sarah J. Maas named her protagonist Fire, and then there's this category of people called fairies, and it's
Mhm.
also called Fairyland. Why are they all so similar but not quite the same?
You wanna blow your own mind right now?
I know her name's not Fire.
I know,
but that's how I read it.
But listen to how close it is to Fairy. Her name is Feyre. So if you really wanted to be confused on how close
That's
it is to
fucking
Fairy,
insane.
Fairy,
Fae.
Fairyland.
Make up something
Fae.
else.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It just proved it honestly, the reality actually just proves your point. So I wanted to bring that in there.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I will say when I started reading fantasy and there was no audiobooks, I had no idea what these people's names were. Like if you asked me, I'm like, yeah, it's and I just kind
Yeah.
of like skip
Yeah.
over it, and
Yeah.
I just say whatever comes to mind when I'm reading it. So I understand that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like how we all were with Hermione for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
I definitely just pronounced that her name was just Hermione in my head. And then the movies came out and I went, wow, not even close. I was like,
I
that didn't
was
even cross my
saying-
mind.
I was pronouncing it in my head Hermione.
That makes more sense. I was just ignoring that I. I just said no I after the
Yeah. I was a Hermione.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was the majority of us were Hermiones.
Yeah.
Hermiones rise up. I've
where the Hermione's at.
all right, well let's get down to
Yeah.
brass tacks. We're
Yeah.
at the castle, Fire's locked up in there, and there's a wind that's really dangerous dancing around out there. And at some point, the werewolf, and his name is Amber Tamlin from the Sisterhood of
Yeah,
Traveling
Amber
Pants.
Yes, it is Amber Tamlin, the traveling pants. Right? Did
His
you just
name's
picture
Amber
Amber
Tamlin.
Tamlin at the entire time? Just a big,
Yes.
muscular, wolfy Amber
But
Tamlin?
yeah. What's his actual name?
Tamlin.
It's Tamlin.
So
Okay, I'm gonna just call him Amber Tamlin. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. It works. It works.
So Amber Tamlin, the werewolf, he at some point gets all flustered, and he's like, you know what? It's too dangerous for you. Because at this point, they were maybe getting a little horned up for each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and the werewolf like got super mad and like scratched her or something, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was into that."
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're
you get
like,
a little wolfy.
yeah. So they're
Mhm.
catching feelings, but then he's like, "Oh, it's too dangerous for you, Fire. I'm gonna send you back to the rag hut."
Oh yeah. Yep.
She gets sent back to the rag hut. Meanwhile, I forget. She met her aunt there, who kind of liked her a little bit more. She stayed with an aunt or something. She comes back to the fairy continent, and this place is fucked up. It's like cinders.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's when Amber Tamlin is like, "Listen, there's this evil witch. Her name is Amethyst, the stone, the crystal."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one time Amethyst wanted to sleep with me, and I wouldn't.
Yep.
So,
Wasn't into amethyst.
yeah, she cursed me, and also this woman sort of like, she's at war with the world because something happened to her brother or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might be a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
out of order. I
Yeah.
might be a little out of order.
Yeah.
But at some point, Fire joins the quest to save Fairyland. And
Yes.
now at this point, her and Amber Tamlin, the werewolf, have fully hooked up. They're
Yeah.
fucking, they're shacking up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fire at some point sort of stumbles upon a like mating ritual for the king
Oh, yes.
werewolf. And there's like a lineup of women.
Yep.
Yes.
And sometime around then, like super like breeder shit, like
Yeah.
Maha-esque, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shortly after that, a super hot, different fairy man shows up. He's
Yeah.
evil. He's kind of evil.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forget his
Yeah.
name.
Reese.
Reese. Okay.
Resand.
Resand is his. Yeah, that's true. Reese is his friends call him Reese, but everybody
Yeah.
else calls him Resand.
Okay. Resand shows up. I forget what his relationship is to Fire at first, but at some point, the book turns into Harry Potter, the Goblet of Fire. And Fire has to go on a bunch of tasks,
Yes. Yes.
one of which is literally a basilisk.
Yes.
And she gets covered in basilisk shit.
Yep.
Yes.
And Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is like, listen, I'll help get this shit off of you, but I'm going to roofie you every night and you're going to give me a lap dance.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
this is where I threw my Kindle.
Oh.
Yes, he's like, no, thank you.
I was like, or is this where you got locked in? No.
No. This is where
I
you
mean,
were like,
I committed to the bit. Like,
Yeah.
You
I
did.
thought about giving up so many times. Once I pick up a book, even if I don't like it, I'll finish it. I don't know
Yeah.
what that's about.
Yeah.
But
It's the Virgo in you. That's the Virgo in you.
that's where I was I was reading in bed next to Melissa. I closed the I said, "Can I just tell you what's happening?" Okay. So she's giving him blacked out lap dances.
Yeah. That is 100% accurate, though.
Yeah.
Like,
That is right.
100% accurate.
Okay, I'm almost done, and then we'll
All right.
debrief.
Okay.
At some point, Fire, she comes face to face with Amethyst the Crystal, and Amethyst is like, "You gotta kill a couple of fairies."
Yeah.
You know, Fire really doesn't want to do that, but she does. It's very traumatizing.
Yep.
And then the last fairy, oh my god, it's Amber Tamlin the werewolf.
Yep.
At the
Mhm.
last second, she remembered that his heart's made of stone. Don't know why. So she stabs him, knowing it's not going to kill him. And also, she made the connection, oh, Amethyst wanted to sleep with Amber Tamlin. So
Yeah.
there's no way she would put me in a position to kill him. So she felt
Yeah.
confident doing that stab. Then I forget what happened, but Amber Tamlin. Oh, the whole twist was Amethyst told Amber Tamlin, "You must fall in love with a fairy." He cursed him when he would not sleep with her, and he's like, "You have to fall in love with a fairy in the next 50 years, and if not, you're done." Obviously, she's in love. Fire and Mr. Amber Tamlin are in love, and part of the Goblet of Fire quest tasks was she had to solve a riddle, and you know it was like the only thing stronger than hate is love was the riddle. And at the last second, when Amethyst is like gonna kill her, she remembers that, and then she doesn't die, but then she does die. But luckily,
Yes.
there's a bunch of Horcruxes.
Yep.
And
Essentially.
everyone gives her a Horcrux, and she becomes a fairy, and that's the
They
book.
Put their hands on her.
And say you're a fairy now.
So that's the book.
That's
Honestly, pretty accurate, I
Pretty-
think.
pretty accurate. You definitely got the big points. Now, I imagine you wouldn't be reading the second book.
No.
No. Yeah. So,
No.
and this is what happens a lot, particularly with romantasy, this type of fantasy book, is that the first book is one thing.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the books,
Something
another
else.
thing. It's something else. So,
Really?
Yeah.
So what was the rest of the books?
Well, I mean,
Maybe we'll just let's just give a bit of a spoiler alarm just in case.
yeah.
If you haven't read any of A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas,
Please don't.
turn away.
Yeah.
Don't keep listening. So Reese, the mean guy, the bad guy that she
Yeah,
met at
the
the
evil
sex
guy.
Super
ritual,
hot.
the
Yeah.
super hot guy that she met at the sex ritual, and then he was sort of in charge down in the dungeon with
Yeah.
Amethyst.
He was
Yeah.
roofing her. Yeah.
Yeah, he was roofing her. Turns out to be the best guy in the world, and he's just pretending and trying to save everybody. And
Safe.
so, yeah. So
Mhm.
when she goes back, when she saves
Amber Tamlin.
Amber Tamlin, she goes back to the castle. Amber Tamlin now is also traumatized by all of this and keeps her again locked in the castle, won't let her go. And then Reese makes that deal in which they're now connected, and that Feyre has to go and see him every month.
Yeah.
And so she does, and while she's doing that, she falls in love with Reese for lots of reasons. And she leaves Tamlin and
Tamlin.
realizes that Tamlin
Wow.
is actually part of the problem. Reese is the
Oh.
solution.
Yeah.
And it's a
Yeah.
whole big thing. So the second book is that. The second book, in my opinion, is the best book of the series.
Best book. Yeah. Best
And
That's
then
what
the
Bryanna
third-
said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third book is War. So basically, first book is Goblet of Fire, to be honest with you. First book is this poor human
Period.
has to go through all of these trials, including
Mhm.
falling in love with a weird fairy guy, to save the fairies. She dies, she becomes a fairy. Deep trauma in the second book, realizes the plot and the political intrigue behind all of this, and then falls in love with the other guy. Joins Team Good Guys, if you will. Tamlin
Yep.
stays on Team's Bad Guys until the very end, and then third book War.
Oh, you
Trying
know
to
what I
defeat
would love though for your opinion on fucking Nesta.
Oh, Nesta's one of the sisters.
One
so
of those bitchy sisters who
Oh yeah, she was. Is she the one that sort of was like, fine, you can go, like to
Yeah.
Feyre?
yeah.
The
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
sisters,
I
yes.
did.
One is like a weenie who loves flowers, and the other one is
the
Nesta.
little sister's the weenie. Then Feyre's the middle, and then Nesta is the older sister who no one's helping out in this family. Obviously, they've got no money, but those two sisters aren't doing shit. Like they're not helping. Feyre's out there hunting werewolves, and they're not doing anything. And eventually, they get turned into Fae, the sisters. And Nesta has a whole book. Nesta's got a book. And I
It's also
personally,
everybody's favorite except Katie. Katie hates this book.
I hate that book and I hate Nesta. And I don't
Mm-hmm.
find anything redeeming about her because she was a bitch
Yeah,
since day one.
she was really really bitchy, but didn't she do something in the first book at the aunt's house that was helpful to Feyre?
The aunt's house thing is something I'm confused about. I don't think they went to see an aunt.
No. Yes, they did. Yes. Okay. It's not the aunt's house, but when
They got a house. Like
Amber
Tamlin gave them a house.
Tamlin
Yeah. Okay.
was taking care of the family because he snatched up the only breadwinner that family had and took her to fairyland. And so he gave them a new house. And they kept saying it was because their aunt died that's how they inherited this new house.
Yes. Okay. So that's right. So, but this happens to them also a couple of times. It happens to them in a different way. Also in book 2, somebody comes in and gives them more money. So I'm like, which time was this?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. A lot of dead ants.
Yeah. So
I think in book,
correct.
in book 2, it's the dad who's literally useless, just lying around doing nothing because he's so sad, cry, that he lost all of his ships and
has no money.
In the second book, he magically finds his ships. The fairies make it so he magically finds his ships.
Yeah, someone robbed his ships. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, oh my god, the amount of like financially irresponsible fathers that have like ruined their families, that part I was like, got it. This I
Got it.
understand.
Yeah, that's a literature. That's a tried and true.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do Yeah, but I'm not going to do anything to fix this life that I ruined for everyone.
So I mean, I guess it's confirmed fantasy, not your genre. You tried it again with the big with the big one on the market. Not for you.
Yeah, no.
Man.
Let me ask you another question just to follow up. Do you like fantasy TV or
Ooh.
movies? Like, would you
No.
like Game of Thrones or anything?
No,
No.
I immediately tune out, like, glaze
Yeah.
over, like, Lord
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
Rings, Game of Thrones, never seen.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
What is something you immediately tune out when this subject comes up?
Romance. I'm not interested in romance, even though now I'm learning, but it's like, that's boring,
She realized that she likes high stakes romance.
which
Like,
is why heated rivalry is, like, the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but I w just like a regular old, like, love story they're just not very interesting to me.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
can't keep
Yeah.
my attention.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or, like, rom-coms, like, nah, it's just not for me.
Mhm,
Yep.
mhm. Yeah. So that's what fantasy is to me, I guess.
That's so
it makes
interesting.
sense. I mean, I see it. I mean, I it's
Yeah.
there's a reason why it's a very particular genre. It's just that it feels like it's gotten so popular recently and it's become very cool to read fantasy that I think that
Yeah,
people are like,
Yeah.
it used to be for nerds. I've always read fantasy and I was a big old nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
but I love that you gave it a shot.
Yeah.
You gave it a shot,
Thank
and
you.
Fire and Amber Tamlin just didn't do it for you,
They
Yeah.
didn't
and
do
that's okay.
I'm scanning through my Libby to see, like, was there a fantasy I forgot about, but,
What about
um
dystopian?
Yeah, like a
good question. Um, I, as a kid, was very intrigued by The Giver.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I also loved a book called Brave New World,
Yeah. A
in high
classic.
school. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, though I don't read dystopian stuff in the present day, but as a kid, I definitely said, "Oh, what's this?"
So
Yeah.
no Hunger Games, like, no Divergent.
Oh, I read The Hunger Games, but because the movies,
Yeah.
Okay,
honestly, I did it in
Yeah.
reverse order.
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what about some of these memoirs? Hit us
Mm.
with some of
Yeah,
those recs because I do really want to get into it. I mean, I do read
we
them every
really
once in a while,
should
but
we should pick one for the pod, we really
I know.
should.
I
I
got
get that.
some. I got some. I came prepared.
Okay.
Oh,
This is like not a bestseller, not a
Yeah.
famous book, but it was very literary. I read it over 10 years ago and I remember just like scribbling down so many little lines. I mean, it is a tiny
Huh.
it's I mean, this is in reverse, but like
Yeah.
no one has heard of this book, but I loved it. It's a great literary memoir. It's called Necessary Sins
mm,
by
Okay.
Lynn Darling. And, like, I have very little to relate with this person about. She was married to a very famous Washington Post writer or
oh,
editor, and he died, and it was about her grief, and I just really fucked with it.
wow,
Okay.
Beautifully
love
written.
that.
Other memoirs, I'm scanning through here. I mean, as someone in, comedy, I do love, like, the comedian I've read all of those, Rachel
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dratch, Amy Poehler, Tina Fey.
yeah.
I read Ziwe's book 2 years ago, and I mean, I don't think I've ever laughed out loud more
Oh,
reading
okay.
something.
That's I mean,
Yeah,
Okay.
she's hilarious. So
so
that makes
that was essays,
okay.
but, I call that a memoir. I would
Yeah.
really recommend that. I was laughing my ass off.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I decided to I made an effort to read through there was, a New York Times, like, best LGBTQ books of the century or something, top 50
Mhm.
books of the century, so I tried to make my way through some of those, and obviously Detransition Baby was a really famous,
Mhm.
queer book of the past 5 years, if you will, but a very influential novel that was written in, like, God, I think it was the early '90s, so, like,
Ooh, yeah.
much
Yeah.
like, really crazy to do this, but
Tori Tori Peters? Am I
yeah.
thinking of that
Yeah, yeah,
book?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So there
Mhm.
was a novel called or was it a memoir? It was like a memoir based off her experiences called Nevada by Imogen Binney, a trans woman, and, um, really good. Again, it was a
Okay.
book I had never heard of, but, just had that literary bent. That was really
Mhm.
good. Um, I want to mention, I know it's not a memoir, but my favorite book I've read in a long time, maybe you guys have heard of. I do think it was somewhat popular. It was a novel, not a memoir, but it was called I Hope This Email Finds You Well by a Canadian author named Natalie Sue.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
haven't read it, but it's been on my list for a while to read.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Really, really funny. It's just based on she sent an email she didn't mean to send to a coworker. And that is like the launch point for the book.
Oh, that's I feel like I wanna do something totally different like this for another episode.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be
Mhm.
so I have not read I definitely read some of the celebrity memoirs like Tina Fey, like, and I remember laughing and
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, this is so cool." It's not something that I usually read, but
Mhm.
I haven't in so long. And
Mhm.
I do like to chuckle. You do I do like to chuckle,
You
you
like to
know?
chuckle.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else is funny. What else is a funny memoir? I mean, yeah, Ziwe really that
Mhm.
sticks out.
You know what I read recently? It's not out yet, but I have it here. But this really made me chuckle. I was like chuckling out loud on a plane.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
friend of ours has a friend who's a writer, and this is A Murder Most Camp. And it
Mhm.
is like it's a mystery, but it's also sort of a I don't know, I described it like when I wrote my little review of it, I described it as the Schitt's Creek sort of like fish out of water type of story, but in a way that obviously referenced it, but it was not derivative at all. It was something that really drew on it too heavily, and it's so funny. I think the whole point of it was that I was just laughing throughout the entire
Yeah.
thing, and I was like, "It's been so long since I just chuckled about it." He's a very good writer. I don't know, let's see what they this is an ARC, so they'll tell me what they want me to
Yeah.
call it on the back because it's a
Oh,
it's a marketing tool. Yeah, it's a
Oh,
mystery, what it's labeled as, but it was so funny. It made me laugh so hard. It was
yeah.
so good. Really made me
yeah.
chuckle.
I know, I've gotta read it. I've gotta read it.
Yeah.
Oh, how the hell am I not mentioning this? This memoir. Casey Wilson. Don't know if you're familiar with her. She's an actress and
Oh, no.
comic, but
Was
she
she
has a
on
really successful housewives podcast that is my favorite podcast.
Okay.
This was laugh out loud funny as well. Casey
Ooh,
Wilson, The Wreckage of My Presence.
Okay.
This is a favorite.
Oh my god, yeah, she
okay.
was on Happy Endings, right? She was
Yes.
Penny on Happy Endings. I knew she was, like, looked familiar. Happy Endings is one of my favorite, like, gone too soon shows.
A bit of lore about me is that I was on over 10 years ago, an episode of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Okay. Yeah.
And the prize was a signed poster from the cast of Happy
Oh
Endings,
my
but I did not win.
Oh my god, I
That's
love that. Wait,
I know.
I know Happy Endings.
Yeah, but it was, like, on sort of around the same time as New Girl, I wanna say. They were very similar shows, and in the war of these shows, New Girl won.
Oh my
Damn.
god. Um, I'm really bouncing around, but my one of my best friends is an author and just published her first romance novel.
Ooh,
So I wanna
okay,
shout that out. Jordan Taylor, and it's called Meet Me at
ok
the Summit, and
okay,
it's literally I saw her just post this. So, a skier on the US Olympic team this is real, sorry, this is not her book. A
okay.
skier on the US Olympic team just got engaged
Yes.
at the
Yes,
Olympics,
Yeah, I saw
I
that.
saw that.
and she happens to be bi and is out and talks about it. Jordan's book is about a bi woman who falls in love at a ski festival with a guy, and it
Whoa.
just
Oh,
came out. It just came out, and it's just
okay.
crazy that happened.
Oh my god,
Oh,
I'm actually looking for a nice little romance read to read before I go to bed. That's what I like to read before I go to bed. I save all of my more serious books
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
day.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
yeah,
Okay.
I should
Oh,
Sorry,
probably
I'm
that's so cute.
bouncing around there.
No,
No,
that's great. These are great recs.
these are great recs. That's this entire podcast is a format. Is like this one is basically just bouncing around a little bit. Do you have like a comfort zone type of read, like something you go back to? Like for example, romance is definitely my comfort zone. That's why I'm just like I always just want silly little romance books to read before I go to bed. Sometimes it's like people like to watch a particular show over and over again, or like something that sort of
Yeah.
brings you down
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely the women of comedy memoirs for
Mhm.
sure, but also kinda anything that, um talks about Hollywood, the biz a little bit. Like, for
Okay.
example, I took a class in college called the Hollywood Novel. That was really cool, and there
Ooh,
was a beautiful lesser known Joan Didion book called Play It As It Lays
okay.
about, like, Hollywood in the '70s. But I find myself going towards the women of comedy and, like, things about Hollywood in spanning more genres than that. Like, I actually, uh, just read a a romance novel purely because it was available on Libby, and
Yeah.
it's about Hollywood.
Okay.
2
Okay.
of them. One of them's pretty popular. It was called Romantic Comedy.
Oh, I think
Okay.
I haven't read it, but
Wait.
I've heard of that one.
Was that a
Romantic.
romance? No, that was that's a novel by Curtis Sittenfeld, who wrote Prep that was really big when we
Okay.
were growing up.
Yeah, I do
Shit.
remember Prep.
There was a true romance novel I read, though, just because it was about it's these 2 women who write under a pseudonym, but it's the 2 of them
Chris
writing together.
Christina Lauren. It was a Christina
Yeah.
Lauren book?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
exactly. It
Wanna know if
was
Elise is like, "I know this."
don't worry, let me, like, Honeymooners or,
it was about, like, a fictional bachelorette show.
The True Love Experiment, maybe? I haven't read
Yes,
that one, but okay.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
gotcha. Yeah, I
So
haven't read that one.
you like a little romance too.
I really don't, though.
Yeah, you're like, "I actually it wasn't really for me." Much like
Becau
Fire and Amber
I think
Tamlin.
I think this is, like, the English major in me, but,
Ooh,
like,
Elise too.
Yeah,
when I read, like, a good ass line, I have a thing in my notes app, and I keep that line. Like, let me
Yeah.
see if I have any saved here.
Me and Elise both growing up had what we like to call quote books. And it could be from movies, it could be from books, and it was just those lines that hit you.
yeah, and
Ye
it was
totally.
basically what we had instead of diaries because we were in a family of 3 girls, and if
Yeah,
like,
you can't.
if sitcoms taught me anything, you can't keep a diary, your sister's gonna read it. So,
Yep,
it
Oh,
was cool
man,
books
that's
instead, but this was deep, it was very important to me, my
yep,
cool books.
God, that's tough. That would have
yep.
broken me.
I
Yeah,
have it. I still have mine in my
yep.
apartment, and when I open it, I'm like, "Girl, you were going through it." At, like, 13.
I know, I shudder. I kept a journal
I
when
shudder.
I was, going through, like, my first breakup, which that like, ever, which was at the age of, like, 22.
Oh,
Um, and, yeah, like, I'm holding this book. It's called The Art of Loving.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like a philosophy book, but yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, yeah, that's what love is. Let me write
Yeah,
that down."
yeah.
yep.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's
So embarrassing.
Yeah, like, if anyone opened this book that wasn't me, there's too much in there.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Mm,
but, like, also, it's nice because it does give a little bit of clip of, like, what sort of, like, media made me into, like, who I am now. Like, you could sort of, like, watch the things that I thought were important enough to write down. It
Yep.
was started with Dawson's Creek, which anybody who
Oh,
knows me wouldn't be surprised about. I know,
yeah.
R.I.P. James Vanderbeek. There she is, the
this is
official companion.
Melissa's.
Oh
She
my
has
god.
she has, I believe, the whole series on DVD.
Oh my gosh.
I watched that over a few times, the Dawson's Creek series.
Wow,
Stayed the
that was
course.
I mean, those are, like, real pivotal TV shows that I feel like changed us as people during that time.
Well, because it was just such a
Yes.
formative time.
Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
I don't think I've ever seen a full episode of Dawson's Creek.
Elise knows I watched the 1st season,
Yeah.
and the only thing that I was like, "Ooh, this is keeping me here," is that Pacey, Joshua Jackson, was sleeping with, like, his math teacher, and I was like, "This is fun." And
Whoa.
Yeah.
yeah,
That would
very
never happen today.
No.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
And it
And
was just
that
sort of and like no one got in trouble. Like
No.
honestly, like
Yeah.
it was just
Nothing happened.
it was just a nice consensual relationship that eventually broke up because of the obvious age difference between them.
Yep.
Like the danger was fun, but then it was just sort of a shake of a hand, and then nothing happened
Yeah.
to the
And
danger.
so then I was like, "Oh, okay. I don't need to know any more about these teenage problems. I'm having my own teenage problems." So that was enough. That
Yeah.
was enough for me.
Do you want to give one more shout out to any
Social.
social media,
yeah.
anything like that? Let's one more time for that script.
One more time for the script. I recorded a 30-minute set that's on YouTube. You can watch it in its entirety
Oh,
called
cool.
Wife Guy. Yeah, 30-minute stand-up set called Wife Guy. So
Love that.
check it
Very cool.
out.
We'll link it.
Yeah.
We'll link it in the show
Thank
notes.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It
Thank
was
you
a
for the
was so fun.
retelling of
Of
ACOTAR
I'm gonna probably be calling him Amber Tamlin just for the foreseeable
forever.
future. Like there's gonna be more books that come out, and I'm gonna think that every time I read them now.
Yep.
I sent a condensed version of that to Bryanna, and she was like, "You are so wrong," but I'm laughing. But you
Yeah.
guys, you really affirmed the
No, I think
where's the lie?
yeah, like where's the I mean, was it 100% correct? No, but that wasn't what we were going for. Okay,
Yeah.
that
No.
wasn't the point.
Like
She
I don't,
gaslit me.
but I also don't know what that Blythe was. So
It was a spell. It was a spell.
Scary wind.
I like that. I like that. It was just something sweeping across the nation.
It was. It was sweeping across Fairy Nation, and
Yep.
not in a fun way.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No.
Ah, amazing. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
No
All right.
problem. Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll see
Genre
you.
out.